Hey y'all, this is Mike with Raider Dog Ranch. In this video, I'm going to talk about a few modifications I made to a knife that I reviewed probably about 3 or 4 months ago. Some changes that I've been wanting to make to it. Pretty simple, but I wanted to go through them. So let's get into it. This is the Gerber Prodigy knife. I did a review on this knife a few months ago. I'll add that link in the description below. And at the time I mentioned there was a couple things I didn't like about it. For one, there are two, it was all about the sheath. The knife is fine, I like the knife a lot. But this sheath had two clasps. There was one here and one here. I decided to take this clasp off because I just don't see the extra support being necessary, at least not for me. I guess some people could. So I've reduced it down to one. And I've added a little bit to the outside. You can see I've got a ferro rod that I added here. This ferro rod does have a striker on the back that I've wrapped around and tucked so that it's not in the way. So the fire starter, easy to access, although you really do, with this configuration, you do kind of have to take it completely out to be able to use it. If I have, well, I take that back. If I were to use the knife as a striker, I could use it like this without the need to unload it. So I could leave it on in a quick pinch, or I can take it out. I've tucked this nicely under here so that it doesn't get in the way. And now it's free, and I could use the striker here. And I've also added a little bit of survival string. Again, the survival string is something that I've reviewed on previous videos. This is survival paracord that has individual strands of standard paracord. It's also got, you might be able to see the red here. That's a fire starter wick, and it's got some fishing line in it. So this woven through the handle is about 3 feet. It's not a whole lot, but you know, if you find yourself in a pinch, it would help you get fire started with the fire starter. And then I also added a little bit to the back of the knife here in a snake knot. So that's a knot that I'm working on. I'm not great at them yet, but it is a really simple knot if you want to look up how to make them. And that gives you about 4 feet of paracord in a pretty short distance. I also added the bright yellow because if you drop this knife, it's already pretty close to the color of the ground. So that makes it a lot easier for me to find if I drop it in some wooded, you know, some foliage, anything like that. It also gives you a little bit of extra to hang on to, you know, if you need to swing it. No, don't do that. Not a good idea. So I haven't used this in the field yet. I have just put this together the last couple of weeks, and I knew that I wanted to do a quick video on some modifications to it. So that is a short wrap on this video. This is my Gerber Prodigy modification that I've made. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your comments on what you've done. I've seen some people that will add an entire bag. They'll add the straps to it, and it's a small bag. And of course, you can add a lot more carry-ons with that. You could add a whole fire starter kit if you wanted to, some fishing line, you know, a lot of other things. So I wanted to go minimal. This still doesn't take up any additional room than what it already did. This is fixed in place. It's not going to fall out when I'm using it, and because it's wrapped around and it goes under the belt loop here, that's pretty secure in place. So let me know what you think. Give me your comments on any modifications you've made to it, and maybe I'll think about tuning this one. Thanks you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button. This is a small and growing channel, so I could really use your support. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when new videos come out, and always smash that like button. Thanks. We'll see you next time.